मैं तो दिल्ली में रहता हूँ और रेडियो फीजी बहुत रेडियो फीजी रोज सुनता हूँ।
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
Good evening, Fiji. In this bulletin, forces of racism, sexism reeking within Sodelpa ranks. Muslims celebrate Eid and government assistance for SMEs.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Jackie Spate.
FBC News has come upon a recording between two prominent Sodelpa members, which points to an even deeper division within the party than thought of previously, and elements of racism and sexism as well. In it, the conversation between the two members referred to Sodelpa as an Ithauke-only party, and that no other woman leader should be considered for the party leadership other than Rote Mumukepa. The two members also state that Andre Chale is the weak member of the party and should not be considered for the position of party president. Tandolala reports.
It is this following recording that has removed all doubt about any unity in Sodelpa. The leaking of this recording itself, which is bound to cause even more chaos within the party, reveals the level of sexism and racism which party leader Sitiveni Rambuka has gone to great lengths to deny recently.
Iya, mbatan ni santai bicu kia, kaya ngato sa watura. Ya, sana. Iya. Iyo sa binasarangan ko, bina ka mentu songat ang kunin tempo bijising eh. Iya, bina nga kay bicing nga may cheta na mo si. Kaya kasi tu. Iyo. Kaya kasi tu sanga nga me listala mi ka ro Filipi. La? Iyo, bina lagi may cheta ko. Iyo. Bina lagi may cheta ko ro Filipi na mo si. Iya. Sa lakachuka ng boss ya. Kasi tagi ro Filipi. Kaya nakendaro na tutuwi won tuwi kendaro. Kaya sarang na bunno kung giri ni mo. Sigaworoy. Sadon. Kaya sarang na tuwang gori. Yeah? Yo, bijising bekunik ceta ng boss. Yeah.
There have been many claims in the past about Sodelpa being a racist party, a claim that has been denied by party leadership until now. However, this latest recording not only puts into question the party's relevance in a modern multicultural Fiji, but also questions the party's stand on gender equality. Party leader Sitiveni Rambuka was asked about this recording. However, he says he is not aware of any such recording. Tandolala, FBC News.
The future of the Social Democratic Liberal Party is hanging in the balance as the two factions that held simultaneous meetings yesterday will be racing to submit the names of the new appointments to the Register of Political Party at the earliest. A faction of the Sodelpa that held its management board meeting at Holiday Inn in Suva claim their meeting was legitimate because they followed the party constitution. The members at the second meeting, which was held at Kshatriya Hall, made similar claims. The division within the party has also confused some of its supporters, whose allegiance are now torn between the two factions.
FBC News was present at both meeting venues yesterday to get response from both factions on which management board meeting is the legitimate one.
When you're talking about legitimacy, it's about law, and as far as I'm concerned, according to our constitution, the notice for meetings has to be given out by the Secretary General of the party.
I think this is going to be a role for the Registrar of Political Parties, who has the responsibility of managing political parties. However, I think the courts have made it quite clear that the affairs of political parties belong to the party.
Both factions acknowledge that the division within the party is affecting their supporters. Another bigger challenge on their hand is that they have only 5 days remaining to submit their nominations to the Registrar of Political Parties.
Sodelpa is the most democratic party. We always have meetings, we have factions that take us to court. I guess the challenge for us is that a lot of our differences are played out in public.
Depends on what they align to. Are they aligned to the party because of the party policies and the party doctrines? If that is the case, I do not believe there is any reason for them to be split.
FBC News understands that Tui the Kau Ratu Naingama Lalambalavu was appointed as acting president, Ratu Luke Ratuvuki was appointed as acting vice president, while Andi Litiangioni Baravi was appointed as acting general secretary in the meeting held at Katria Hall. The other faction is believed to have appointed Vijay Singh as acting president, Ratu Chonele Suma and Gina Pareti Rawalai as acting vice president, and Emile Nduitu Turanga was appointed as acting general secretary. Koritandulala, FBC News.
Prime Minister Vorengem Bainimarama has thanked Muslims for making sacrifices during this year's Ramadan due to the coronavirus pandemic. Due to COVID-19, this year's Ramadan has been noticeably different from previous years, with the pandemic and social distancing measures shutting mosques.
In his Eid al-Fitr message, Bainimarama highlighted the virtues of this month has been made even more evident as everyone willingly made sacrifices to protect each other, demonstrating the love of faith.
I thank those who showed patience by foregoing the usual mass prayers. And I thank those who fortified their faith, knowing that these changes to our routines were for the greater good.
The Prime Minister says he is proud to watch Fijian Muslims, like all other religious bodies, show that faithfulness cannot be broken by distance or disease.
It is a deeply spiritual culmination for a community that has come together to test their willpower, their patience and their faith.
The head priest at the Samambula Mosque, Maulana Abdul Alim, says unity is important.
And Muslims of Fiji, they never breach his words and his guidance, alhamdulillah. With that, we all are uniting. My message to everyone who is viewing me, that may Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala keep you happy, and let us unite together and have a safe and happy Eid. Jazakallahu khairan.
National Federation Party leader Biman Prasad says the celebration of Eid is a significant event in multi-religious nation. Prasad says this is an occasion to remember the pioneer leaders of the Islamic community in Fiji and the immense contributions made by the Muslim community in the development of Fiji. Kritika Kumar, FBC News.
It's no secret that Eid celebrations this year were very different for Muslims around the world. Every year, hundreds of Muslims gather at the Samambula Mosque. However, today, due to the COVID-19 restrictions, families opted to spend time with their loved ones at home. Kritika Kumar reports.
This was the atmosphere at Harun Hussein's residence in Samambula, who had been preparing for this day for the past 2 months.
Basically, we've spent Ramadan in the house, preparing food and cleaning, mostly, enjoying with the family, spending time with the family.
Hussein says even though Eid celebration is done with less number of people, there have been many positive outcomes.
During Ramadan, we've done a lot of reading. We've increased on our knowledge on the Holy Quran, the teachings of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and also, we're imparting that knowledge onto our kids, the next generation. So.
The ladies, who usually have no time to breathe, today had lots of free time to get ready.
Compared to previous years, it was a bit slow because usually every morning we are rushing because so many people we are expecting, but this year it was a bit slow. We had a lot of time in the morning to prepare.
It was everything with family. We kept fast with the family, we broke our fast with the family, we had tarawih with the family, and we had all prayers with the family, and alhamdulillah, it was a good experience.
Due to the restrictions in place to stop the spread of COVID-19, families are celebrating Eid mostly at their homes. In Fiji, gatherings of only up to 20 people are allowed as a precautionary health measure. Kritika Kumar, FBC News.
The government has announced new initiatives today to assist those in the micro-enterprise, small and medium business sectors. Minister for Economy Ayah Said Qayyum says the assistance will be provided through generous concessional loans, particularly for the SMEs. Said Qayyum says these are people who are already have businesses but are struggling due to the current COVID-19 crisis. Individuals will be able to make applications from the 7th of next month, and the initiative will assist them with cash flow to sustain their businesses.
Get all your papers in order. Come the 7th of June, you can put in an application. Business Assistance Fiji will actually help you develop those forms, provide mentoring for you, and put in the application so you can again get it, you can start up your livelihoods again in that respect.
Up ahead, staff attitude affects Water Authority of Fiji operations. And woman overcomes mental health problems to lead a successful life.
Radio Fiji 1, Nandomo Iviti.
The Water Authority of Fiji says staff attitude is the biggest hindrance in its operation. Chief Executive Barry Amundsen says they have now established a service culture plan aimed at changing the attitude of its staff towards work and boosting client satisfaction. Apanisa Wangarandovu with the details.
The past month has seen a drop in intermittent water supply reports, and Amundsen says the new operating culture strategy is helping.
We are nursing some assets that aren't the best in some cases as well too, and we have a very good operations team who are balancing through valves the system. This is mainly in Suva.
Amundsen says the board has approved a 3-year culture development plan for all their staff coming into effect next month.
Our focus is on getting the people right. If we get the right people doing the right things, we'll have a better service delivery outcome for the Fijians through our assets.
So far the water supply is quite well compared to last time. There's vast improvement in the water supply.
The water situation, the Tazarua, everything is fine and really nice. Everything is back to normal.
I live in Kukubau Road, and the water situation is as usual as before. There's no changes.
Amundsen says his biggest belief is getting the right people and having them to work according to their capability. The Water Authority chief says he has seen major improvement in their service over the past month. Apenisa Wangardobu, FBC News.
A 23-year-old man from Waiavi, Lautoka was arrested yesterday for breaching curfew. The suspect faces an additional charge of serious assault after allegedly attacking a police officer with an empty bottle. Police say the officer sustained minor injuries and has been treated and sent home. The arrest was made in Vutualevu, Nandi. In the Southern Division, officers from the Raiwanga police station, while attending to a report of excessive noise, arrested 2 women who were found walking along Lays Road in Raiwai last night. Similar arrests were made along Fletcher Road, Nailuva Road, Jitu Estate, Rewa Street and Narara Road in Suva, Daumbati and Nandera in Nasinu and Navua. People in these areas were found walking around during curfew hours. Police say a total of 35 arrests were made for curfew breach in all 5 policing divisions. Travel restrictions, lockdowns and cancellation of flights are the least of worries for some tourists stranded in Fiji, who say they feel safe on our shores. An Australian tourist here for over 2 months with his partner from Holland says the extended stay worked in his favour. She said yes to the big question. The couple are staying at the Bamboo Travellers Resort in Singatoka with about 20 other guests.
While many tourists claim their dream holidays have turned into a nightmare, it's quite the opposite for soon-to-be Mr. and Mrs. Cooney.
Oh, no, it's not something that we'd planned here. Like, I was obviously going to ask her to marry me eventually, but we just thought we'd make the best out of a situation, and we're lucky to be here because we still have freedoms that other people don't have. So we're very fortunate.
Peter and Nina came to Fiji for a 10-day holiday, but have been stranded due to the COVID-19 lockdown measures. The couple said they could not have asked for a better place to stay.
I find it very safe. The people are lovely people, and they do anything for you.
I've never felt unsafe here.
Never,
No.
While Fiji may top the list for their wedding destination when the global pandemic ends, the resort staff said they will be happy to accommodate.
What they do is they propose to get married here, and if they would like to proceed further to the wedding, well, we are happy to facilitate it.
Another guest, Joseph Apton from California, who is also staying at Bamboo Travellers, has been enjoying the homely feeling.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to get home, but I'm also very happy here. It's a beautiful place, wonderful people. I really can't complain being here.
Many hotels and resorts have taken in guests on extended stay since flights are grounded and they can't fly back home. Ritika Pratap, FBC News.
Depression and mental illness is still a taboo topic in many societies, and often due to fear of being stigmatized. People do not share their emotions. In our Successful Fijian segment tonight, Sarah Osborne opens up about her struggles with mental illness, which she only discovered at the age of 25. Josiah Nunga reports Osborne defied all odds and fought against her illness and is now championing the campaign to assist those Fijians who may be going through the same problems.
I did not have anyone, I would say, to be able to talk to, so I actually kept everything within me.
Sarah Osborne was gripped with anxiety and started avoiding her friends following her parents' separation. She was only in class 8.
When I was in the classroom, I was present physically, but mentally I wasn't there. The teacher could be teaching, but it's like I could not hear. And when it came to exam, I did not, did not perform well. Back then, I didn't know that those were signs and symptoms of depression.
Osborne says she was unable to concentrate on her studies and at the age of 19 decided to settle with her partner, hoping this will help deal with her emotional status. But things did not go as planned.
I experienced a lot of abuse in the relationship, physically, verbally abused, to the extent that I had to move back home with my 2 children, and we got divorced.
She slowly evaluated her life after moving back with her grandparents.
It was through my brother. He's a person confined to the wheelchair, and next to our office is Spinal Injury Association. So I would accompany him when he comes to work, and that's how I met this friend of mine. I was amazed at how we met, and she just opened up, She just opened up, which gave me that feeling that, okay, she's been through that, I think. So I started opening up to her, and I tell you, that feeling after sharing, after actually taking everything out, it was like a heavy taken off my shoulder.
Being able to talk to someone about her problems helped Osborne to slowly start believing in herself. 5 years after being diagnosed with mental illness, Sarah says she refused to let her health problems rule her life. Through constant help, she was able to overcome her problems and now heads the Psychiatric Survivor Association, assisting hundreds of Fijians who are experiencing stress or mental illness.
This is a coping mechanism for me, and I heal every day with helping people, and also because I feel that they understand me, and when they talk to me, they also feel the same way. We understand each other, we know how it feels. We've been through the same experience.
The mother of 3 is urging people going through any form of stress to take a step forward and open up. Josiah Nunga, FBC News.
and I'm from Kadavi. And Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
The last 2 months have been quite challenging for Fiji Sevens coach Gareth Baber and his national side. But with a bit of relaxation on COVID-19 restrictions, Baber and the Fiji Rugby Union have found a way to track the players. Fiji Mbati star Marcelo Montoya will not feature for the Bulldogs in the NRL next week. Just 4 days out from the NRL returning, another big-name player is being suspended. The Rabbitohs' Cody Walker copping a 2-match ban after an off-field incident, while a former Bunny and Kiwi-born England rugby star looks close to a return in the league. Squash Fiji players will have to get used to the new norm. Squash is one of the non-contact sports people can engage in. President Blair McCaskill says players have been busy the last few weeks. McCaskill adds getting players back onto the court will not be simple.
A lot of the players that we know took on a few friendly activities like videoing themselves playing in different environments, that makeshift courts at their homes, and that kept a lot of the players and spectators sort of entertained.
Former world tennis #1 Naomi Osaka has got another one over Serena Williams. The pair made history in 2018 when Williams famously lost the plot in the final of the US Open, allowing Osaka to win her first Grand Slam title. And now Osaka has beaten Williams again, this time on the rich list. And in weather, cloudy and breezy conditions prevailed over most parts of the country today. Taking a look at the map, looking at the west, cloudy and humid conditions, it will be another cool night. Eastwards from Pacific Harbour to Suva, pleasant with sun and areas of low clouds. Up north, mostly sunny, but it turned cloudy later in the afternoon with a few scattered showers experienced. Now at sea, moderate southeast winds, moderate seas. Turning to the tides, high tide is at 8:05 p.m. with low tide at 1:53 tomorrow morning. Sunrise is at 6:28. Now for tomorrow, it's cloudy periods with brief showers over the eastern parts and interior of the larger islands. Cool at night. And tomorrow's temperatures, it will remain in the high 20s. Our further outlook, we're looking further onto Tuesday. It's cloudy periods with brief showers over the eastern parts and interior of the larger islands. Elsewhere, fine apart from possible afternoon or evening showers. And recapping the main stories for tonight, forces of racism, sexism reeking within Sodelpa ranks. Muslims celebrate Eid and government assistance for SMEs. Now for these stories and others, tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. Our poll question we're asking: do you agree with LTA's compulsory online registration of driving licence holders? Visit our FBC website to answer. And you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. You can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or hashtag FBC News. And that was your FBC News for tonight. From the team and I would like to wish you all again Eid Mubarak and a blessed new week ahead. Bye for now.
Bola, I'm Miri, I'm from Lotoka, and I love Gold FM because they play all my classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.